It's 0 hours of the 20th of June.
It's 2019. Maritime police from Frontex, the European Border and Coast Guard Agency, will search for refugees trying to cross from Turkey into Greece. This year, more than 50 people have died trying to cross. 2 this month. At the same time, it is early morning in Indonesia. Attendees at morning prayers will include Afghans who fled here. They thought they would be safe once in the world's largest Muslim country. The reality is different. In the United States, volunteers will wait near a border overwhelmed by migrants who are willing to risk it all.
Everything you have ever had, everyone you have ever known, and flee to a country that you know is in all likelihood going to be hostile to you. But that's your only choice.
Around the world, dignitaries and refugees will mark World Refugee Day, a single day representing a worldwide crisis that on this day seems to be only getting worse. These are just a few of the more than 70 million stories that can be told this day. On this single day, Voice of America sends more than 75 photojournalists to tell those stories. June 20th, 2019. It is World Refugee Day, the last World Refugee Day before the COVID pandemic.
It's important that people are aware it's everyone's problem.
A day like any other day in the life of refugees.
Refugees and the smugglers who try to bring them from Turkey to Greece work most often in the dangerous darkness.
Every time we're able to find a migrant boat and help them to safety, it means that we are doing our job. Yesterday we had the same team on patrol, and we are spotted 37 migrants boat with babies and little kids and the elder people. We were able to intercept the boat. We brought them all on board, all the refugees. Then we went to Scalas Camini, which is right there, and we took the boat with us, where we dropped them off, and the Greek Coast Guard took him to the refugee camp in Mytilene. It was around this area, so. And tonight we're going to be around this area as well.
They stay on the Greek side of the strait. On hills overlooking the shore,
You see a light there?
more police with infrared cameras scan the patrol area. They look for changes in temperature that will indicate the presence of a boat or of bodies in the water.
The moon is almost full. It's shedding a lot of light at the agency, right? So conditions are perfect for either part, for us and for the migrants.
So far in 2019, Turkey has intercepted 100,000 refugees seeking shelter in Greece. 18,000 more have made it.
It's perfect for everybody.
At the same time, they stand out in prayer, looking a little different than the native Indonesians in this mosque. They fled here from Afghanistan because of persecution by the Taliban, but they have not yet found a home. They camp on the streets, but don't attract a lot of attention. Strangely enough, they want to be on the other side, behind the barbed wire and inside the government detention center. Being in detention would give them access to some services and at least semi-formal status.
والله فعلا که حس خیلی بدی داریم در اینجا چون ما مزدیم در زیر خیمه زندگی مونی در سر سرک زندگی مونی مثلا اینجا مار دارم لبی سرک خلاصه خیلی مشکلات ها داریم در اینجا درس هم بگیریم بچه های ما از درس مانده ولی اینجا بازم از اینجا که ما بهتر همین لبی سرک را بهتر میکنیم به خاطر که زنده است به خاطر همین زنده بودن.
So far, their decision to leave Afghanistan has been the right one. Nobody here is trying to kill them. The first World Refugee Day celebration was hopeful.
This is the time to open our arms and homes in friendship and in support of those who are less fortunate.
5 newly arrived refugee families were symbolically welcomed to the United States. At the time, the displaced and refugee population was 19 million.
So we have to create a stabler world.
On World Refugee Day 2019, the official number of migrants, displaced people, and refugees has grown to more than 3 times higher. "700 men, mostly Afghans, are being unhappily held here on a landfill surrounded by forests and minefields.
Too much problem here, so no electrics, no toilet, no internet. We are homeless.
Today, this 18-year-old will take matters into his own hands.
Too much problem for refugees here.
On World Refugee Day, he will sneak out to try to get to Italy or Croatia. It is his escape attempt number 22. The most recent was just a week ago.
This time our 5 days in the jungle of Croatia.
He calls evading the police a game.
If you go to Italia, you winner. If you catch police, you lose. That is like a game.
He will play the game again tonight. Meanwhile, a modest event is being set up to showcase businesses started by refugees. Vendors are in their best clothes because there will be a guest of honor, the man who heads the world's refugee efforts. He will arrive soon. Libya draws refugees hoping to be smuggled across the water to what they think will be safety in Europe. It also draws smugglers and thugs who prey on refugees' desires. It often does not work out well.
اسمي منير عبد الله محمد اسماعيل الجنسية أريتري فاضي فاضطريت إنه أطلع أشوف أولادي في مستقبل ويعيشوا في حياة أحسن من أنا اللي كنت عايش فيها. فطلعت من السودان اتفقت مع أساس إني بيوصلوني إيطاليا على $3,500. فبديت الرحلة فأخذت معي يعني من السودان لحدود الليبية 3 أيام يعني أكثر من 70-80 نفر بيدخلوك في السيارة وكان في يعني نزلنا الفلوس الأول اللي اتفقنا عليه في تازربة فمنه قاموا ارسلونا لزلة. ففي زلة كمان يعني طلبوا مننا المبلغ ودفعنا $3,500 تاني. فكانت في عذاب وفي ضرب وفي اغتصاب للنساء. فقام الشخص هذا أعطانا لشخص ثاني في بن وليد. فبن وليد كمان يعني شفنا فيها العذاب والدق والأشياء كثيرة من العذاب. كانوا بيعذبونا بالكهرباء يعني أشياء كثير بالضرب واغتصاب في النساء كمان وضرب الأطفال، وكان ما في طعام ولا شرب فمنه طلعونا وصلنا طرابلس. في طرابلس نزلونا في المدينة.
هذه ما هو السودان أو ليبيا من قد ليبيا هم زح مارينات أمي عمد دقها مصاي زح نارينا نحنا ليبيا مدينة ليبيا مسافنا تاني حرصهم صبا يروحوا مع رموتي يروس يعملوا حكمنا وصلوا منو بقى عما مرة مستخالفوا وهندي حيلين بلا ما نقدر نيتهم بحكمنا بالمقدس أبيهم منو بقى.
Today, he and his family live at a Red Crescent shelter. They are official asylum seekers, so they have freedom of movement. But the document gives no guarantees pending a final decision on his refugee status. His phone connects them with life back home in Eritrea, but they are just waiting for word.
نفس الطريقة الأولى جينا بها. فالحياة بقت علينا صعبة. نحن في ليبيا هنا عاقلين وأطفالنا عايشين في رعب وفي مشاكل. فنتمنى هذا. ونحن أصلا جينا لحياة نشوف حياة أفضل من اللي كنا عايشين فيها في إريتريا في جحيم. فحصلنا أتعب منها.
خلاص الأزوال حتى نزرعوا الهدنا والله.
"8,000 kilometers to the east, Mohammed Abul Kalam leaves his office to drive 34 kilometers to a series of World Refugee Day events in the world's largest refugee camp. He's the government official in charge of refugee policies in a country strained by the arrival of refugees from Myanmar. More than 900,000 are under his control.
We want to see an end to this crisis, not only here, but globally. We want that the entire globe is free from this kind of problems.
Bangladesh is one of the world's least developed countries. In 2019, there is increasing pressure to move resources from refugees to the Bangladeshi people. There may be talk of that at the camp when he arrives.
نهاركم طيب خوتي شو الاخبار شو الامور طيبين ان شاء الله شو الجو.
Meanwhile, back in Tripoli,
شو الاخبار.
the assignment for this Red Crescent volunteer is to talk refugees out of trying to cross to Europe by sea. As proof, he brings photos of what became of some who tried.
في ناس عن طريق عبورها للبحر في ناس غرقت ناس تعذبت يعني حتى قبل ما تقطع البحر يعني ما فيش حتى كرام الميت ما فيش من يدفنك يعني حتى عن بديننا احنا وباسلامنا يعني ما الامر لا يجوز فهمت.
But the visit is quick. It's not clear if the photos are persuasive. Only 113 kilometers from Africa, the closest European island is an attractive destination for migrants. A memorial for tourists shows that many who tried didn't make it. On World Refugee Day, we are sailing into the Mediterranean to meet up with one of two ships that are actively seeking out and rescuing migrants from the sea. The ships are operated by activist groups. There used to be more, but many countries have impounded the ships, saying the do-gooders who run them are only aiding human trafficking. The ship we are seeking is close to Lampedusa. But the Mediterranean is big, and for security, the ship is radio silent. "6,500 kilometers to the east, on this morning of World Refugee Day, a now single mother has plenty to do, but no one to help. Her husband has gone ahead in search of a better life. Now she and her 2 children wait in the home of her uncle.
شوهرم نیستم. احساس خوب نمیکنم. تنهایی است. شوهرم باشه دیگه رقم میشه زندگی ما. حال شوهرم پیشم نیست دیگه رقم هستم. نادار هستیم.
He fled to Turkey after getting death threats from the Taliban. He was to send for the family, but as of today, he has been gone 2 years and 2 months.
بسیار راضی است شوهرم. از نپرایش، از ترکیه خودش هم تو خوب است میگه. زندگی ما سخت است دایجا. وقتی که یک مرد خانه نباشه چقدر سخت میشه به سر زن.
Unbearable pressure, in fact. She's left alone with memories of her 7-year-old daughter killed in an airstrike.
دیگرش چی میکنین؟ همونطور گوشتایش جمع کردیم. دیگرش چی میکنین؟ میشه زندگی بدن. زنده آدم من روز باشه میدیده دم حالت بدم. مشکلات زندگی بوده ده. حالا از دل ما کی خبر است که از دل ما چی تیر میشه؟ کی میدانه ایره؟ از سرم از بالشته بالا نمیشه.
She says her younger son doesn't really know his father. Her worry is about her older boy.
هر وقت پرسان میکنه چرا همه کس پدر داره چرا ما نداریم پدر؟ چرا پدر ما در سر ما نیسته؟ چرا پدر ما بیایه باید در سر ما بیایه؟ همه کس پدر داره ما نداریم. شب باشه هم صبح باشه هم هر وقت باشه میپرسه. من میگم که مجبور است پدرت. اگر مجبور نباشه چرا ما در اینجا تنها مانده بره؟
Today, we wait with her for a phone call that will let her talk to her husband.